welcome y'all back to the motherfucking Nothing to Lose podcast.
N2L, nigga.
We have the distinguished.
Ooh, well, keep going.
The incomparable.
keep going.
The legendary.
Ooh, yes.
The backbone of the community.
Yes. Ooh, come on, give it some more.
Jay Nosh.
That's me. You know what I'm saying? Plastic cup chuck. Come holler at me. I done stopped smoking.
And hailing from parts unknown. Your grandmama's favorite grandson. Actually, grandma. Deuce the Great.
Ooh.
I told y'all I was gonna be back, didn't I, bitch? I'm still alive. Still alive. Still alive.
Yeah. I don't know. When you say
I'm
that,
still alive.
When you say that,
I'm still
you
alive.
see them videos where them niggas was getting shot the fuck up and they play that little shit.
Yeah.
Niggas was like in the hospital bed, barely moving.
I'm still alive. I'm still alive.
Like, nah, nigga, I don't know about that, nigga. You halfway there, big dog. You halfway there. Woo.
Listen. We actually, my boo-boo asked me something, right? And she said, yo, I be editing these long-ass videos. They be 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours. And I be putting all of them edits in. And you never watch them. And I said, true. You're right. And I'm like, this is the reason why I don't watch them. Is because I heard from Michael Jordan some cold shit when they asked him about when he scored 63 points in Boston Garden. They was like, yo, are you going to go back and watch that game? He's like, I don't have time to watch game tape. He said, I'm still trying to accomplish it. To me, I feel like I'm still playing. So I really didn't want to watch the game tape. But you know what? You always can watch game tape and try to get better. And we can see what's going on. So today, we're going to watch an episode, Nothing to Lose podcast, episode 17. I don't know what season this is. This look like maybe season 2. So it's called When the Chickens Come Home to Roost.
Ooh.
Let's get into it. Any words before?
I'm just trying to remember what that shit was about for real. But it's alright. Let's get it.
Welcome you motherfuckers back to the Nothing to Lose podcast. On my far left, we got Jay Factory. We love having them back. In the middle, we got the homie Slime Ball. And on your far right, we got Baby Hog Meat, aka Baby Golden Pipes, aka Big Dick Daddy from Cincinnati. I now drive a Biz, I used to drive a caddy. Boy, that nigga intros is second to that.
I need to think of me a porn star name. You know what I'm saying?
Factory. Listen. Josh, what's been going on, man? What's going on with you? Man. Before we get into what's going on. Oh, you think, because I said Golden Pipes. Golden Pipes, one day it was a play in my school, and this nigga was singing his ass off. You know, when you sing real good, they say you got pipes. Niggas started calling that nigga Golden Pipes. So, I was just saying some fly shit. Sometimes that shit just off, but I get the reference. The media and everything else.
Same thing, different thing, you know. Nigga been kind of wiped up, though. I'm kind of iffy, though, because she keep breaking up with me. Don't play with me, girl. If you see this shit, girl, you know I kind of love you a lot. So,
who the fuck was I talking about Memphis still, around this time? Yeah, was I talking about Memphis? Lord Jesus.
I think so. That nigga said, I kind of love you still a lot.
Well,
Josh did his bag right here. Look, he got everybody rolling.
I kind of love you a lot. You gonna make me give you that evil eye? You keep playing with me, girl. But other than that, you know, same thing, you know. Been grinding, tired, sleeping, but you know, I finally got a little bit of rest time. So you see me at 100%. No, I'm at like 135% because you know I've been getting a little bit of sippy on
Amazing. What's right, champion? As he sippy.
Hey, shit, man. What you been up to?
Man, I ain't being a slime ball. I'm pretty much, you know what I mean? Trying to stick to that regimen. You know what I mean? But yeah, pretty much just being a slime ball, nigga.
And watching it, you know, Slime Ball got locks now.
His shit done grow. Yeah, get it, Slime.
Right there. He had the little Jewish kind of. That nigga looked like he put his finger in an electrical socket. But he was all in the growing process right there.
Yeah. He was getting there though. He was getting there. I'm still mad y'all niggas can grow up y'all full beards and my shit looking all patchy and shit. Goddamn.
Well, obviously, right now I have the goatee.
Well, okay.
Because I'm my face is a little slimmer. I still got a little ways to go. My teeth was real fucked up right there. I looked like I just went to a slaughterhouse and sat at the buffet and asked for a mop bucket of iced tea. I was just fucking shit up. Look, I probably can't even breathe. That's probably why I'm holding my head like, whew. My heart probably dizzy.
Oh yeah.
That's my definition. I ain't
Feel me?
Gotta be true to yourself.
This nigga changed, because right here, this nigga got on a black shirt, a beanie, and is turned up. Look at his energy.
I know.
You know what time it is.
Goals accomplished.
Love to get gully.
Non-immigrant, gaining, gathering, and achieving. A nigga, a real nigga.
Yeah.
A soul nigga.
Yeah.
I'm a nigga. You a nigga.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be a nigga too? Hell no. Cause niggas be getting the worst. He ain't a real nigga. But that shit. That's all I'm ready to be.
Notorious, infamous, grinding goals. I'm making up my own. Hold on.
What's that nigga? Oh yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
listen.
display nigga.
We're gonna speak on this, man. My birthday's July 20th.
Woo.
It's a lot of people whose birthday is 7/20. And one infamous, rest in peace, my nigga DJ Screw from Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you
R.I.P. Screw.
who don't know who DJ Screw is, he's the person who made Chop and Screw music in Houston, Texas, for niggas who was popping Zans and Lean back then. Like, cause they was like, yo, these niggas rapping too fast. Like, and when I'm in the whip, I don't wanna hear that shit.
Yeah.
So,
Like, a lot of times you drunk and high, you want to, you know what I mean, be in a certain type of mood. Y'all call it a vibe. You want a certain vibe. So Screw was giving that vibe. Yeah. And the Texas, y'all was like, man, hold up.
he came out with like his own group called the Screwed Up Clique. And a lot of them in the past. So you had Big Pokey, Big Mello, Big Steve, Fat Pat, Flip, Lil Flip, Zero. I think Trey might have been in it too. Humpty Hump, and actually Big Floyd. And guess who Big Floyd was? George Floyd.
Okay.
Who passed. And George Floyd was, I realized he was a rapper Big Floyd like a day or two ago. I'm like, damn, bro. I had a dream about it. So long story
Was you
short.
wondering why he looked so familiar?
Yeah, I kept saying that.
I was thinking the same thing. Like, yo, why does dude look so familiar?
And I was like, yo, the last time I seen this nigga was in Scarface video. I think it's called Fuck You. Like it's in Zero.
Yeah, it's called Fuck You Too. And then, like, when I'm thinking about it, back in those days, it wasn't a lot of, you know what I mean? Screwed Up Clique did a lot of shit, but they didn't have a lot of music videos. It was like real heavy on the mixtape shit. But I do remember seeing like pictures and booklets of them, especially like in certain magazines. I used to watch like the Ozone. You know, I'm real hip hop head.
Was on the hood, but they in his hood. They in the third.
Man, what happened?
And
What happened to the where the hip hop game at?
Huh?
The hip hop game, the card game.
I gotta order another one. Who the fuck did I get that shit to?
Was it somebody that was at Mikey house or something? I truly don't remember.
Maybe. Well, I gotta order another one. But I got it on our site.
Screw must really fuck with him because Screw didn't give like a lot of rappers their own tapes. And George Floyd, he got one with it's called Screw and Floyd. It's number 319. Also, Screw Floyd was on the Great tape. He got the interlude over the fucking Cocktails by Too Shorty. He murdered that shit. But rest in peace to the brother George Floyd, man. A racist, ignorant cop sat on his neck for 8, almost 9 minutes in the middle of the street while he pleaded for his life. I'm gonna do it different. I usually go to Josh for the slime ball. What you feel about this shit?
About George Floyd? I mean, I think it's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't nothing new. It's just regular shit, for real. Like niggas, I think like when things happen at a certain time, it fuck with people's emotions or whatever. But it's not nothing that hasn't happened in this country. It's just like, I think it's like more of the timing. I think people kind of more upset. They more upset about the timing of what happened than what actually happened. It's just like crazy that would happen at this time. But yeah, you know, that nigga got killed like a lot of niggas get killed, man. For real. I'm not trying to say it like that, but it's, you know, it's...
You think people so bottled up from being on quarantine for so long?
Oh yeah, you already know niggas is backed up.
Yeah.
Niggas is backed up. Like a nigga who ain't got no pussy in 3 years. Niggas is backed up. Niggas ain't been outside in the sun. You know, niggas need the sun and shit. So niggas sit in the house all day for like 2 months, and then it's like a lot of people out of work. You know, money's like a big thing right now. So it's like people already stressed out. You know what I'm saying? And then this shit just happened.
We was in quarantine all this time.
But I don't understand why niggas don't got the corona no more. Like, I'm not really hearing about the corona no more. Like, niggas is in groups, niggas is dapping niggas up. It's like niggas is dapping 40 people up a day.
To me, that shit is population control, bro. I've seen a video where a nigga was like, they told him, yeah, your grandmama passed, like, she got the corona. The nigga went back there, seeing his, like, he went back there with a little more pot supposed to be. Seeing his grandma like still shaking,
yeah, I think I seen that.
It was like one other person that was like in a body bag that was still breathing.
That's crazy.
So they basically was taking them back there. I don't know if they was shooting them up with some shit to kill them or whatever.
Of course.
But if you came in, you basically come in with some symptoms, my nigga. You're not leaving out there because you don't want you to.
Hell yeah, bro.
Especially if you're old, they probably like,
yeah.
Oh, you over 40?
Yo, rest in peace, everybody we lost in COVID. My cousin China, rest in peace to my grandma and my aunts. Did you ever get COVID?
Yeah, I caught that shit.
How many times?
I caught that shit when I was coming from Richmond.
Okay.
Remember that shit? Yeah.
I caught that shit and was fucked up. I caught it after we had a Christmas party. Literally went through the whole shit and caught at a Christmas party.
Finally had people around the house.
Thanks to Boober. But salute to the quarantine. Nigga, we've been doing this shit before the quarantine. Hustling.
Oh yeah.
You going back here. Your man's ain't niggas from the corona.
We get sick, though. You know, thank God with the Holocaust.
But my nigga Josh, what do you feel about what happened?
Man, see, here I feel about it. It's definitely, like Slimeball says, something that's been happening so often. I had to question myself because I felt like I was out of touch with it at a point in time. I'm seeing people rioting and people protesting. And I'm like, I kind of felt like I was oblivious to it. Like, it was no big deal no more. Like how I was back in the day when I was a little bit more radicalized and revolutionary, where something like this would have made me feel like it's ready to pop off. We need to start this race war, you know. But now I'm kind of more or less detached from it. But
I just wish y'all could see this nigga slime ball face. Oh no, this the way he looking at the camera like.
I still look at it as like, man, we gotta step our game up. We gotta step our game up in so many different ways as a people, as a race, and not just as a race, as a country as a whole, because it's becoming too normalized for me as myself to be out of touch with something like that. When I'm myself, and I'm a black man and have experienced police harassment and experience, you know, racism, and feel like I ran into numerous bigots. So it's become so normalized, I feel like that even when I see myself become out of touch with it, I can only imagine what a white person is feeling because they have never even experienced the same thing. So with that being said, I don't like the riots, but I understand it. But also I understand that we also gotta realize it's a lot of agents and agitators inside these riots and looters and things like that. So are we really doing this to affect change, or are we doing this because we have been brainwashed to do this? You know, are we just being part of another problem when they pushing another agenda on us, whether it be just rioting or whatever, that take attention off of the original objective, which was.
In hindsight, this was 3 years ago. Do you still feel that same way?
Hell yeah. I believe all these motherfuckers is agents and now shit.
And you feel like they basically was doing that to take light off the George Floyd shit and make motherfuckers pay attention to everybody that was looting and shit?
Man, honestly, I don't know why they doing it. Honestly, I don't think it's really that serious. Like they was trying to put too much attention on any of that shit. They just really wanted to sensationalize us rioting. That's the main thing they want to do. They want to show us as wild animals as much as they can and say, look at these niggas out here. They out there going crazy again. That's what I think it was about. Shit. But other than that, man, I can't tell you about the George Floyd or what they were trying to take attention off of that. Nah, I think it was just mostly they cared about the rioting. That's all they gave a fuck about. As long as they could catch us rioting, that's all they wanted.
You know, we want equality. We want to be treated fairly by police. We don't want to get a cop behind us and be scared for death and heart pounding on a motherfucking chest and shit like that.
Shit, Brother Josh.
So
That shit do be pounding, nigga.
yes, it does. I mean, I ain't gonna say just only black people like that. You know, a lot of people anyway, if you're white or whatever. You know, and mostly I feel like anybody would.
Hell no, I ain't never seen no white boy. Hell no.
Look. I still feel like that, and the reason why, because unless a white person got a whole bunch of drugs or a body in his, we don't see them white boys getting executed, or you know what I mean. Like they don't treat them motherfuckers.
Yeah,
like when they pull them over, it's
they combative with the officer.
Yeah, they ask questions. How you doing today, officer? May I ask why you stopped me and shit like that? Man, I don't never seen a nigga. Why you pull me over? The fuck. Niggas be so motherfucking shook. We're shook from Jump Street. Them white boys are buck.
Pete Gay.
I have your fucking back, buddy.
Pete Gay though. I ain't gonna lie though.
Goddamn pig.
It was a time, right? Nigga got fucked up, right? I was drinking hard as a bitch. Then fuck with some Adderall, nigga. Popping Adderall, this chick, man. I'm thinking I'm doing my comic book, trying to really get down on it and trying to finish that shit, man. Man, goddamn, I done blacked out. I woke up in a parking lot in Norfolk somewhere. It was like a construction site. Nigga just wake me up, my window down. Bro, you gotta get out. You gotta get out here. They about to call the cops. I'm like, what? Nigga, where am I at? What are you talking about? Like, bro, you gotta get out of here. The cops coming. Cops come aboard me. I'm like, nigga, what is you coming at me, harassing me for? I started snapping on these dudes. Real terrible, bro. I started snapping on them real crazy. Mother was like, we were just trying to see if you were all right, sir. Goddamn, we found you. They found you in this parking lot. I'm like, I'm not all right. You are harassing me. I'm about to go now. Bye. Boy,
Josh a party animal.
And also, you
I was done. I was drunk as a bitch.
You was drunk and you ran into the right cops.
Yeah.
One of the real ones would have punched the shit out you and snatched you through the fucking window.
To say, it was like the next. Nah, it wasn't when I was fucked up though no more. I literally fell asleep in some fucking parking lot. I blacked out, fell asleep, woke up. It was daytime, bro. Woke up. I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I was sober around that time. But yeah, the motherfuckers walked up on me, man. I was snapping my ass off. But you know, I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of in the wrong. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck was I ever doing out there? I don't remember even leaving the crib though. But that's how fucked up I was, man. And I ain't never fucked with that Adderall again after that, though. Sheesh.
Everybody feel like that.
Let me tell you something. Me and Knowledge was in court. I think he had some fucked up shit happen to his license. Mm-hmm. So when you go into certain court, like you gotta watch trials in front of you. Uh-huh. Bro, this white bitch got pulled over. You know why you should look?
Listen, I know this story from my nigga. I've never seen a fucking lawyer destroy a cop with the gypsiness Bro, that shit had me. I wanted that motherfucking lawyer name back.
Bro told me that same story you just about to tell right now. I remember that shit.
That over on Holland, on the beach. She got pulled over right by Scarsboro Square. So she whips over there, and the cop couldn't see her license plate. So I think like the shit was broke down there, was screwed to the license plate, so she had put it into a window. So the cop approached, seen it was in the window, come to the window, and was like, "Ma'am, you know I pulled you over." She was like, "Nah," he was like, "I couldn't see a license plate." The nigga seen PCP, which is Sherm, inside the fucking ashtray, seen crystal meth, pills, and something else. Like, take that out.
Now, everything I'm literally saying is accurate word for word, but now I never thought about that. Why the fuck was all of that shit in that bitch dashboard? Because while they was reading off all of the shit, the cop said, well, no. They asked the cops, they put him on the stand. That nigga was like, yeah, I see Sherm, crystal meth, woo, and they bagged all of that shit up. Bitch, why did you have all of them fucking drugs? She was off all that shit.
She was done, son. She was out there having a party. She was one of them.
I'm surprised that bitch ain't OD.
So, like, yo,
You can't
bro,
fuck with...
I ain't gonna lie. These women, these females out here, son, a lot of them do a lot of different drugs, and you be so surprised about that shit. And you be like, damn, they be off of so much shit, and you be like, God, what? How can you handle that shit? You know, my black ass, I smoke a blunt, you know, said I be high for a motherfucking minute. I won't be talking for the next 4 hours. So.
Bro, but crystal meth and Sherm and pills? Shit.
She partying.
Tried to arrest her, didn't arrest her. The lawyer came. Now I'm going to tell you, we sat there and watched this. The lawyer.
No. That right there, I was saying it wrong. It wasn't he was trying to arrest her, didn't arrest her. He arrested her. What it was, he was trying to get a conviction out of this shit, but the lawyer came. So I didn't mean he tried to. They arrested her and she posted bail like that same day.
Came and ripped the cop a new asshole. I'm talking about right. He was like, yo.
You talking about the story? I remember that.
Yeah, bro, so listen. The bitch didn't get arrested, nigga. She had crystal meth, PCP, and pills on her.
You think she ain't felt no fear though when that motherfucker was behind
No,
her?
bro, look at her. Nigga, she still wasn't scared. She was in.
I can't believe this shit. I can't
Listen
believe
to what I'm
that
telling
shit.
you. Now, how that was up here. Me and Nala sat there and watched, bro. The white bitch was cool as a cucumber. She wasn't worried about getting arrested there. She wasn't worried about getting arrested there or there. So,
listen, as I'm telling this shit, I'm remembering it. I remember being in that courtroom, like nigga, she had on a fucking silver pocketbook, like the little, like the you know the little person. She had on a silver pocketbook, a little dress. Her hair was done modest. She like might have been in her 40s. She was just sitting there.
I was just about to ask you how old she was.
Yeah, she was like in her late 40s.
Oh, this bitch was partying for real.
Yeah,
And used to that lifestyle.
I thought she was a young girl.
You can tell she was doing this shit all the time, bro. Because for her to be standing there and they arrested you with all them drugs, you did the whatchamacallit, you would be thinking you're getting some fucking time. Like, nigga, she was just standing there like, y'all heard this the fuck up. I gotta go to Starbucks. She was literally just sitting there like, with this look on her face like, bitch, okay. That's what I paid this nigga for. Like, why am I here? Bro, literally. And it was like the most shocking shit.
he was like, oh, so when you got out your fucking car, you pulled her over because you couldn't see the license plate. So when you came to the back of the window, you see the license plate, right? The fucking stop is over right there. You break our constitutional law, you start snapping on them. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. It's police officers like you and your other police officers' bad name. You're supposed to have got right back into your car because your job was done. You see how this plate was good.
Bro, and look, everything, I'm so passionate because that shit was right in my mind. That shit must have had just happened or some shit. But I remember the way that fucking lawyer was talking to that nigga. I literally thought the judge was going to be like, hey, object. He was like, that motherfucker go in. So that showed me that lawyer had a whole bunch of pull. Like, he was barking on that cop so hard, the cop was looking like, oh, shit. Like, this nigga ain't playing.
No. Bro, the white bitch sat there like a fucking angel. Nigga, judge said dismiss. Bam! The white man hopped up and skibbity come cracking that ass.
She went in the car right then and there. Smoked some meth.
Woo!
Celebration pipe.
Bro, listen. My nigga, listen. One thing about it, you can tell somebody that's like really strung out on drugs because they don't even have like court clothes. This bitch just looked like, nigga, this is just something I do from time to time. Nigga, if I literally wish I could have had a picture of this motherfucker.
She was looking that bad in there.
No, she wasn't looking that bad.
Just that casual.
That casual, she just looked like a soccer mom, bro. You would never hear, bro, first of all, this was literally the first time I've ever heard
a pair of slacks.
This was, she had like a little white tennis dress on, a shirt, and a gray pocketbook. I never forget. This was the first time I've even ever heard about meth being in Virginia.
I never even knew motherfuckers smoked meth until like it was a while ago though.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers was telling me about motherfuckers really on that shit. I was like, what?
Bro, listen. So for the people, it's people who watch this shit from all over. If y'all seen the show Breaking Bad and all of this, Breaking Bad really don't do justice when somebody smoke meth. And really, meth like a crystal, and they smoking inside these big ass bulk bowls. Nigga, and you got gangbang niggas and regular niggas who be smoking meth. Like, them motherfuckers they tweakers. They be high. The longest I've ever seen a nigga high was for like 8 days. And we was in the county, and that nigga was just up. I ain't talking about no 6 hours. I'm talking about imagine being up 24 hours straight for 8 days straight.
I heard man do that shit to you though. It makes you stay up a long ass time.
Bro, listen though. Shit. But once they really come to and that meth come out, I remember like it was yesterday. Dude, I ain't about to give all the details. Basically, that nigga was just sleep all the time. And we was outnumbered and shit was literally about to be bad. And it's like, yeah, I was seeing them niggas stab niggas and niggas was getting their ass whooped and we needed this nigga. It's like, bro, if you don't wake the fuck up, you need to go to fucking lockup.
Hold on. How was he when he was on the meth? When he was always on guard security? Was he about his business?
Nah, bro. What was more shocking and crazy, usually you would see niggas on meth, they kind of be jittery and moving. Mm-hmm. The nigga was just cool and regular, but he couldn't sleep. I would even be looking because I was like on the top tier and I could see right into his shit. I would just be watching this nigga and he would just be up by the door, chilling. Like he wasn't doing no extra shit. He would be drawing. His name was Blue something. Whatever. Long story short, bro, I remember probably like that 7th day. Mm-hmm. You could tell that shit started working. He was like, yeah, he was talking, and then he'll just stop talking. And then it was like, okay, he started to come down. That 8th final day, he came down, nigga. He was knocked out. That nigga wasn't waking up for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. He was sleeping. And was sleeping for a while. So I just couldn't imagine mixing that type of drug with Sherm and pills.
What's Sherm? Sherm that shit they
Sherm is Obama
fluid, right? Yeah, they stick the weed in Obama fluid, right? The angel dust and
Sherm is basically this. When you first get it, it'd be like pink. I think it's formaldehyde. You basically get it from funeral homes. When you cut this shit, it looks like water. That's why they call it water. You can dip it on a cigarette or you can lace it in the weed. Like the more potent it get, the flame kind of bucks out when you light it. It blows up. So a nigga, if a nigga dip, back in my time, when niggas was smoking Sherm, they was $5 sticks. So 20 cigarettes come in a box. So 20 times 5. They like you had some motherfuckers in some places in New York and Harlem and shit. They cost $10 or sometimes $15. What was crazy was. They was asking Meth about like, did he ever meet Big L on? I only see this.
I need to see that.
Yeah, I only seen that one clip. They asked Method Man, for y'all who haven't seen it, I haven't seen the whole interview yet. They asked Method Man like, yo, did you I think they asked it, was it Big Pun or Big L?
It was Big L.
And he was like, it was Big L. And he was like, bro, I knew Big L before you rap. And Noriega was like, huh? He was like, yeah, you used to show me my dust. He was like, what? He was like, nigga, I used to go to Harlem and he was selling me the dipsticks. Like back in the days, Wet was real big. And if y'all don't know,
DC,
DC, yeah.
That shit was dippers out there, DC, and that's all I heard about them DC. I thought that was a DC nigga thing, so I found out that was what Sherm was too in LA, but they called them dippers out of DC and shit. That's what that shit was.
But it's not. It's in New York. It's in every so look, all right. So if you think about some movies that talked about it, when a lot of people don't know, they called it was it Red Devils or whatever the fuck? But when Nino Brown was talking about how he had smoked Ice-T character's mom, he was talking about he had smoked Sherm. A lot of people use it. Gang initiations. You can do so much shit on it and you won't Snoop Dogg talked about it. Was it Snoop Dogg? It was either Snoop Dogg or Corrupt on a Doggy Style shit when he was like, we hit a $5 stick now we putting in work. They call them sticks, water or dippers in California. Then when training day, he was like, yeah. He was like, when's the last time you smoked weed? He was like, yeah, I was in middle school and we was like smoking weed. He was like, yeah.
I remember that shit when
he was like, I didn't know you like to get wet though. He was like, huh? He was like, wet. Angel dust, Sherman Hell. And he started fucking with that nigga in the face. Bro, listen, Denzel character is so fucking wrong for doing that. Because when somebody's having a bad trip, rest in peace to my nigga Juan, you don't play in somebody's face. They literally could lose their mind. When you get that close to somebody and they on dip and you doing all of this shit fucking around in their face and they having a bad trip, they might not ever come down from that trip. And certain people did crazy shit. I've been trying to get Big Lurch up here who's locked up for eating his roommate, cannibalized, because he had smoked the dip.
Bro.
But he said he didn't do it. I would like to talk to him about it, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, that shit ain't no joke. That bitch was doing that. And imagine being that high and being up for 8 days.
Right now, hold on, bro, hold on. From my perspective, though, right? You see all these racists out here marching. You think these people haven't been affected by some type of police harassment? That's why they out there marching also? Not just because they seeing us being affected, even though we are the main ones being affected by it. You don't think they've been affected? I'm telling you, every other race has been affected by police harassment. We are not the only ones.
You have it's not all of them, but you have certain white people that's into anarchy. They're into destroying. They're into setting fires. They're into vandalism.
I believe that.
Like they're into breaking shit. They're into stealing. They're into looting. Yeah. They're into rape. They're into murder. They're into child molestation. Everything that's evil has already been put inside their fucking DNA. Like when you see certain white people, and it's not all, but it's certain. I'm talking about
98%.
I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say it's 70% of the motherfuckers.
98%.
That was hot. Slurbo funny. 98%?
I'm gonna say to the point when you ever heard anarchy rules, when you see the able to circle around, that's the fucking mean. Like when you see them at the fucking concert destroying a guitar, they live to destroy some shit. They set fire. Like that. They will start a riot when if their team lost the fucking
If they team win, they start riots.
Yes.
Alright, so I could do a better job at this. This is my first critique on me. I'm saying what I'm trying to cut down, and I didn't get that point across right for what I was saying. Like, when I'm looking at it back, I know what I'm saying, and this kind of comes off as racist or insensitive, or like I'm putting a certain thing on a certain group of people. This was what I meant by that, because I didn't articulate that right. What I was trying to say is certain people, it's in them to be destructive, and it's like that's what they've been put here for, and it's like they find joy in it. So that's what I was trying to say. I wasn't trying to say
you
this.
trying to say white people though? You trying to say they all mostly white people though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay.
Because I don't know
it.
any other
I got
race
what
of
you're saying.
people that just feel like, hold on, this, I want to express how happy I am by flipping a fucking car over. Who thinks about that? I would just want to grab a fucking side and just start breaking shit up. To me, in the way I view that as sick and evil.
Man, shit. I'm gonna tell you like this.
Being destructive.
There's only one race out here that has literally conquered every other races, destroyed every other race's nations, countries, and lands. So we know that something is embedded in white people to do this type of destruction. It's only one race who ever dropped a nuclear bomb. Come on, man.
Well, hold on. I will say this. Credit to what you're saying, that's true, but low-key, Asian people have that. They don't have the certain Asian people heading in them to just be killing motherfuckers and conquering them. But
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan. But
that's the only one, really.
if they really wanted to be on that type of time, them be the motherfuckers who can literally just be taking over. But
They're the next up.
they have, when certain people have a moral compass, or they actually have a God, or they have a spiritual, you don't do certain things just because it's wrong. These people, a lot of times, they're beating people with just calculating. Now, when you look at the richest,
beating people with calculating, what you mean?
being calculated.
Oh, they're being calculated. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So, all right, being calculating. If I know your rules, right now, if me and you are playing Monopoly, and you hold on, I've got to pass go to collect $200. But me personally, I'm looking at it like, nigga, fuck these rules. My whole objective is to win. That's their mind state. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna find. I could find the video. It was one of the Rockefeller, one of the females from Rockefeller, it wasn't the Rothschilds because I hadn't heard about them yet. It was the Rockefellers. They was interviewing her, and it might have been like on a talk show from like London or something like that, or somewhere in the UK.
Where the Rockefellers from though?
I think they're from
New York, right?
Yeah, no, they originally. I don't want to lie. I don't want to get them mixed up with the Rothschilds, but I think they originally from Europe and came. No, you might be right. They are from New York, I
They
believe.
made their fortune out here, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or it's either they're from Europe and migrated out here, and made a fortune out here. But listen, basically, this is what I wanted to say. The lady asked her because a lot of people was trying to see how they got their fortune and shit. So the lady shot her such a sharp question and was like, well, a lot of people saying, like, is it good business practice? Like, how do you get in relationships? How you get this? Like, do you believe in God? Like, is God blessing you? Because that's the route the lady was going. The lady that was from the Rockefeller family said, listen, I don't believe in that shit. And she was like, huh? So she was like, yeah. She said, look, basically in I'm going to say for a layman's term and break it down what she meant. So she was like, basically, y'all niggas have a moral compass. So when you looking at business, I don't have a fucking moral compass because you have some place that says, hold on, I need to do this to get to heaven. Or if I do this, I'm going to hell. So if you look at it like, hold on, I can't sell cigarettes to fucking 16-year-old children and it's giving them cancer. Fuck them. I want this money. If I do it, nigga, I'm not going to burn in no paradise. And if I don't do it, and it's not going to be like, oh, I'm going to go to this heaven. I don't even believe in that shit. So I want my heaven to be on earth. When you're up against something like that, you can't, bro. You don't have rules.
That's a different beast.
That's
right?
a different beast.
Yeah.
We knowing that it's a fucking God that is consequences for your actions and all of that shit.
Yeah.
Bro, we're not gonna fucking sell a drug to a baby. You know what I mean? A motherfucker that don't even have sense enough. Their mind is not developed. Like, hold on, in 10 years I'm gonna be blind or I'm gonna have fucking ailments. You know what I mean? But these motherfuckers don't care. They just want that dollar right now. It's like, man, I don't give a fuck what happened to you in 10 years. I kind of want you to be dead, cause I don't.
It's the power behind that dollar, though. That's what they really want. They want that power because they know with that money, man, they can create a lot of different things and shit. With there's so many motherfuckers they can buy.
And if you looking at right now, this is another reason why I know for a fact they have clones. I have a video where George Clinton, it might have been like, Bill Clinton, President Clinton was coming out and he was basically saying, okay, we already know y'all started the studies of clones. He said, I'm going to ban y'all being able to use federal tax dollars to fund this. So that was just for these Americans. He said in these institutes. He was like, now we have private institutes. Now, when you think about private institutes that would have that type of...
The Rockefellers, the Rothschilds, the Trumps, the Bill Gates, and all them niggas.
Now, look, put your thinking cap on. Put your thinking cap on and go with me. What would be a reason that you would think somebody like the Rockefellers, the Morgans, J.P. Morgan, the Stanley, and all of that, and the Rothschilds, what would be a reason they would want clones?
They want to clone somebody to make somebody a slave, turn them a slave. They want to clone somebody to replace somebody. They want to clone somebody just to frame somebody. You know what I'm saying? To make them do something they want them to do.
I feel like it started. The number one reason is this. Now, if I'm sitting up here telling you that this is a person that don't live by no rules, that if you don't live by no rules and you don't have no morals to the point where, okay, if I do this, I'm going to hell. If you just X out to heaven and hell, right? What's going to stop you from just killing people, doing whatever you want to, right? So you can have sex with men, women, unprotected, all of that. So let's go on to this. You remember when Nas was like, Rockefeller died of AIDS? That was the end of this chapter. Yeah. And that's the guy you came to name your company after. All of them didn't die. It was one that was openly gay, was having a relationship with a man, and he died of AIDS. Now, trip this. You go back to these families, Rockefellers, J.P. Morgan, a lot of them motherfuckers is 90 years old, 80 years old. Now, you go back and you look at a movie like Get Out. Why do you think they wanted them black bodies? They can take them fucking organs. Like, nigga, if I can, like, right now, if I can clone me, and I'm 80 years old, this is a brand new me. This nigga ain't jumped off the porch. If I can have a lobotomy and put my brain in his brain, I got a brand new fucking body with the 80-year-old mind. Imagine right now if you had your body from 19 years old with your mind at 30. Imagine it at 80. To me, that's the number one reason. Even when you watch the movie They Cloned Tyrone, it was a fucking black, like it was like a scientist, right, that was black, the original Tyrone. But if you look at the white guy inside the joint with the chicken that's doing the mind control shit, he got a fucking afro. You got to kind of start putting two and two together. Now, look, that's just that. Now, anybody, I got all of this money, but I don't want it. I can't be out here on the front line being like, oh, do this, do that. You're not going to look at me because you're going to like, oh, you're a fucking corporate fat cat. You fucking rich bitch. You ain't got, so what are you going to do? You're going to get your point across using people that's social media influencers, people that's fucking rappers, singers, somebody, entertainer, or actor, whatever, that the people has obviously already gravitated to. Yeah. So once the people all gravitated to, let's say, Jamie Foxx, they calling him a clone. To me, the most memorable, Dave Chappelle. I've heard videos of people talking about it. I heard his family talking about him being cloned. And if you look at Dave Chappelle, the way he was talking, acting, his joking style, all of that shit at first, that's two different people, bro. This motherfucker bigger, he thinks different, he's so fucking articulate. Even with his, I'm upset, them long ass punches, yeah, like them Netflix shits, Dave Chappelle before was hella smart. He wouldn't. That's not his style of comedy. Dave Chappelle wasn't no smooth, suave nigga like this Dave Chappelle is, and this big buff ass, thick, huge. This bro, he don't even look like Dave Chappelle was that fucking tall. Like this nigga was skinny, long ass bro, and he was fucking hilarious. He was a goofy nigga. This nigga boy, he's an old Billy D. Williams joking ass nigga. Well, his fucking that nigga's so. But then you look at this. You look at this, the motherfucker I can get to push my agenda. So, and this goes all the way back to the 60s and 70s, my nigga. They was talking about which one was it Don Lemon from the Beatles? Which they literally had a song. The Beatles got a song talking about they cloned them, and they snuck that little line in talking about they cloned John because remember it was said that nigga had died in a car accident, and then they was like, they had brought one right back.
Man, see, I don't know nothing about that conspiracy day with the Beatles, but shit, that sounds crazy.
And that's all the way back to the 60s, my nigga.
Bro, they got hella, you be so surprised how much technology they got that they have never told us about from how advanced it is to the little bit of bullshit they are telling us about that they coming out with, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got shit. I would believe they have shit like 100 years in advance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But they only gonna give you the 10 years in advance technology little by little. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers is different.
Bro, yeah, listen. You remember when they had the Tyson fight, nigga, and Tyson got knocked out by Buster Douglas. They showed video. They was like, yo, that motherfucker had an iPhone. And that nigga had an iPhone in fucking, what was that, like 1992 or some shit?
Know about that there.
You ain't heard about that video?
Nah, I ain't see it.
They like somebody had keyed in and was like, bro, look right there. He was like, and bro, I got people just in the military. You know, a lot of my family's in the military. Man, one of my peoples told me, he was like, nigga, I was in Japan. He was like, bro, they got fucking PlayStation 4s inside the vending machine. And this time, nigga, PlayStation 3 was just out. So imagine by the time they coming out with PlayStation 4, remember how long it took for the PlayStation 5 to come out? They would be playing with that shit 10 years ahead. So matter of fact, you can even go back and think about movies of with the 90s, like Total Recall. They had the VOR videos then. They kind of be sprinkling it in and showing you like they be having this. So
you heard about them aliens, the Mexican government finally released. They was talking about like they met alien skeletons. You seen about that shit?
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about it. While I look this shit up.
Man, I can't get too in depth in it, but you know what I'm saying? Last I heard, they was doing DNA tests on it, and the DNA test, it said like it was all one skeleton. They had like alien skeletons. They literally look like E.T. though, bro. They look like E.T. But the alien skeletons, the person who DNA tested, the last one I read about it was, they said it was like all the same skeleton, and it was hinting to it was a real different creature out there, should I say.
So you believe in aliens too?
I've been believing in aliens.
All right, explain to me what you feel like an alien is. Because I got my thoughts about aliens. What do you feel like an alien is?
Alien is
definitely
someone who came from another planet,
right?
Who I feel is definitely, well, it could be even close by, or so many different trillions of light years away, but they got that technology to come from another planet, travel here, and they are basically here and on different type of missions, just like, and it's different type of aliens too traveling here, just like it is like you know what I'm saying, you would think the United States traveling to different countries and shit. But also, I do believe that since the world is so old, I believe there's also people who have developed in the earth for a long time, and after the earth has collapsed with the numerous things that it's collapsed from, whether it be a flood or whatever the case may be, an asteroid, whatever they want to call it, that I believe they have developed their civilization to a point before the collapse that they have left and also came back to the earth. So I believe it's definitely different types of alien populations from far and from even probably closer that, you know, that's been
Very good thoughts, you need to feel it.
That's a fact. Yo, I don't know, like, you gotta leave anytime soon?
Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I gotta leave about like 15 minutes. What's up?
Alright. Hell yeah. This shit, we're gonna try to wrap this shit up. What I wanna do is, if you can, see if you can get this shit on, I don't know if you got Fire Stick, whatever.
I got Hulu. This is on Hulu?
Nah. Maybe. I don't know. So, alright, or you might, matter of fact, I know it's on YouTube.
I got YouTube Premium. Yeah, I got that shit.
Alright, so look, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this part 1, right? So I want to review. To me, I feel like this was like the first official Illuminati movie. I want you to watch Rosemary's Baby.
Okay.
So we're gonna watch Rosemary Baby. We're gonna come back and review it. And for y'all, I want y'all to watch it too, and then we're gonna review it. But right now, I want to watch. Well, I don't know. Me and my girl might watch something, but I might watch this shit later on the dolo.
I'm about to watch it.
Because they redid it. I never knew it. They got season 1 and season 2.
That's what I'm trying
And
to
this
figure
is
out
the
what
girl.
it is. What's look like it's a TV show now? Or?
Okay, Rosemary Baby is a movie that came out in the fucking 60s. So I'm just going to tell you this. I'm not going to tell you about Rosemary Baby. So I used to have these tapes where they was talking about the Illuminati, right? And this, matter of fact, I believe it was Professor Griff from Public Enemy. So you might be able to find this shit on YouTube too. Professor Griff was talking about how on June 6, 1966, that all of these government people came out and they was like, yo, this is the day like the devil's son is going to be born. So
that was 666. One more 6 though. The 4-6
June 6,
1966. That's 6666. And what does Drake do when he says 66666?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Bro, I told and then they call themselves the 6 guy. What do they call?
What? Boy, that boy is a motherfucking demonic entity. But anyway, I'm not gonna go.
But nah, listen, hold on. Let's take it a step further. Who is Drake's cousin? You got to
I don't know whose cousin. I don't know whose cousin is.
Jerry Lee Lewis. What you know about Jerry Lee Lewis?
Put me on game.
Jerry Lee Lewis. Okay, so for those who don't know, who don't watch, I do a little. Back in the days, y'all know how Drake always claimed Memphis and shit, right? So back in the days, it was a white guy who was a singer named Jerry Lee Lewis, and he said he grew up in the church, and he would always keep trying to play the piano, and he couldn't. So I believe it was Muddy Waters, the blues guy.
He's a black guy though, Jerry Lee Lewis?
No, he's a white man.
Okay.
It was a blues guy that was like, yo, that's Jerry Lee Lewis right there. So this is the song, like, this was one of the first people they said musician-wise in Soul is Soul. So basically, Muddy Waters was like, yo, I'll sell my soul to the devil to fucking be famous and be able to play like instruments like that. So look, boom. That nigga was like, yeah, he said the devil show got a ticket for his ass. He said, because the next time I seen him, and there's no way possible, there's no other person, I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about, show me another person that plays the piano like this. Like, one of his huge songs was Goodness Gracious, Great Balls of Fire. They have I ain't even gonna go through all this shit. They had a thing where he was beefing with Elvis and all of this other shit, but there was another musician in there, right? They was doing a song. So and I think the song was about God or something like that, and he was like, God, like you could just hear the audio. He's like, God, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I sold my soul to the devil. He was like, man, I know the Bible front and back. He said that this is the devil's music and da da da. Bro, look at this nigga play Goodness Gracious, Great Balls of Fire. Just know how hard it is to play the piano. And this is Drake's cousin. It was supposed to be him, Elvis, and somebody else, and they were supposed to be doing this huge. You see, that only got 4 million. This one right here, I think this is the one I'm about to tell you about. They got 28 million. Basically, he, like Jerry Lee Lewis, started bucking on Elvis, and it was like, nigga, you playing the guitar, so everybody come, you know what I mean? Like, you bouncing around. So he was like, nigga, I'm sitting down playing this piano, and he was like, yo, can you stand up and play the piano? I don't know. I said, I think I can. Bro, watch this.
Jerry Lee Lewis, like Little Richard and Elvis Presley, acknowledged that he was being used by spirit beings. Lewis was keenly aware that Satan was using him to lead his fans to hell. In fact, we have actual audio recordings of Lewis arguing with Sam Phillips during the recording sessions for Great Balls of Fire.
The devil saved souls. What are you talking about? There was the devil in this. I didn't have a good so out here, and anyone to believe.
Lewis states of his fear of going to hell because of his continued service to Satan that, quote, I live with it every minute of every day of my life.
No, I don't feel like doing the Facebook shit. I got like when he was like real old right before he died, he was like kind of still concerned about that. But basically that, yeah, bro, I think like somebody always be like, oh, we living in the last days, and you can tell it's by design now because they pushing certain, bro, the world itself like used to have some type of filter. So you can kind of
that.
All right, okay, put it to you like this. You wasn't just, you would see certain shit on cable, right? Mm-hmm. I'm old enough to remember before cable. So I remember, bro, look at the shows and the contents. I remember a time where you couldn't even say nothing like too crazy on TV, right? Not even cursing. I remember, to me, this is when the break, or even on the radio. I remember when Juvenile came out with Back That Ass Up. And on the radio at first it was Back That Thing Up. People wanted to hear ass so bad that they made it like Juvenile was saying ass with 2 Z's. Just because they had to play that version. Too many people was asking for it. That was them breaking the rules. Now you look, it's, oh, bitch, I'll read you. It's fucking, I'll throw a drink in your face. It's violence. They'll literally show anything. Like they'll say nigger. They'll show racist shit. Bro, almost anything goes. Like, to be a child and see certain shit, I wasn't seeing it. Like now, like if you was seeing it, it's like, nigga, you look for that shit. Like you look for it hard. Now, bro, it's like, that's the norm.
They desensitize us a lot of times with all this shit.
And what is that? That's mind control, bro. That's, what's that UK Ultra shit?
Oh, MK Ultra.
MK Ultra. Thank you for the lie. But yeah, that's what it is, bro. So, y'all out there, man, you stay strong, stay prayed up, keep doing the right thing. Try not to let this world change you, even though this world has changed dramatically. And it's like, it's trash. Y'all gonna have to stick, nigga, if you don't believe we in the last days, you don't believe the sky's blue. You better get around some people that's solid. Because, nigga, it's already chaos. It's really about to be chaos. And I'm gonna keep bringing you this real, man. Can't do nothing else. Listen, a lot of y'all, I want y'all to dislike it because I know you don't like it. To your core, you was a rotten son of a bitch.